Nigerian police from Sunsis Force came to my husband church, planted a gun, and still arrest me and my husband. You were doing 419 business in terms of helping people. Don't worry, I will expose you.
Can you please share your story?
I'm here to share my story. How Nigerian police from Sunsis Force came to my husband church, planted a gun, and still arrest me and my husband as a suspect.
So you mean the Nigerian police in Calabar planted a gun outside the church and arrested you and your husband?
Yes.
What is your name and where are you based?
My name is Mabel Ezekiel. I based in Cross River State.
Mabel, let's go to the beginning of this story. How did it start?
I was in my own base when I knew a certain woman who introduced me to a man that got married to me. After my marriage, I have to go back to you, and she said I should come and work for her. I should come and work in her church so that she will be paying me. When I went there, I was thinking that it was a normal working and going back. I never knew I went there as an house girl. So when my husband came and meet her, that the work is too much for my wife, that we just got married, she should be resting. She got angry and they exchanged words. So I decided to leave her place on April during Easter Friday. So since then, she promised to deal with me. So I never heard anything from her until she went and connived with the Nigerian police to come and plant a gun in my house outside my husband's church, uncompleted building church. And when we were still on tarry night with all the members in the church, the Nigerian police force came. They never show us any search warrants or any form of arrest copy. They did not even, we were not aware that they from Nigerian police force because they were not on uniform. They were all putting mufti, and they arrested me. They handcuffed me and my husband in presence of our members, and they took us out.
The woman that you said worked with the police to arrest you, they planted the gun. What is the woman's name?
Her name is Maureen Patrick Afaride.
Where does Maureen live?
She based in Uyo, Ngwangiba, opposite Lucky Fleet Station, Tipa Route.
And this woman, have you ever given her any money before?
I've given her so much.
How much and why did you give her money?
The reason why I gave her money, I was having problem in my business because I'm a seamstress. Sometimes rat will eat customers' clothes. Sometimes I will face attack in different ways. A mother also introduced me to her that she has been working for people. So when I went to her place, she said she has her own spiritual mother who stayed in Lagos. She's an old woman, but I've never seen that woman before. So when the old woman talked to me, she said I should bring my work will be 600,000. The first money I collected and went to them was 400,000 because they don't receive transfer. It's cash.
Okay. So the first money you gave them 400,000.
400,000.
What did you give them the money for?
She said I should pay money since I'm experiencing spiritual attack. She will use it to buy things and work for me, that all those things in my business place will stop.
And after you gave Maureen the money, did the problem stop?
He never stopped, which I asked. They still collect another money.
And you kept giving her more money.
And she was still telling me that I should not worry, that everything will be fine, that she's working gradually. Where with time, everything will be fine. Things will be things will balance. Someone that is looking for a solution, you can at least, if someone should fool, because I was experiencing so many attacks in my business. Customers were complaining, why did rat eat my clothes?
Okay. And after you gave her the first 400,000, did you give her more money?
I've given her so much. All my savings goes to her.
How much in total have you given Maureen?
All my total money that she has collected is 2.3 million.
And this was for her to help you cure the spiritual problems you were having.
Yes. At that same process, she said I should just combine the whole thing, and that she's going to work for marital stablements and whatever. And in that same aspect of marital settlement, whatever, you will give her 2 bags of rice. She will say, you have to send money so that they can buy other things to add. If not, that, you will still give. So I was still waiting for those things to work out. It was not working out until she arranged this man to come and marry me without my knowledge.
Okay. So the man that she arranged to come and marry you, how did the conversation start?
When I went to her place, she called me that I should come and help her for a small occasion. When I went there, before I get to that place, this man, after we got married, the man told me, this is how I came to know you. I said, I never knew. This man said, I was working in her kitchen. The man came in and out. The husband came. And my friend said he really loves you, that he wants to marry you. That is how I came to know my husband, which the husband and wife supported the marriage.
So Maureen invited you to her place to come and help her to cook in Uyo. You went there. She told you that she has a friend that she wants to introduce to you?
The husband.
Okay. So was it Maureen's husband that introduced your husband to you?
Yes.
Okay. When they introduced the man to you, from the day they introduced the man to you to the day you and your husband got married, how long did it take?
The day they introduced the man to me was August. Should be August either 14 or so. I could not remember the actual day, but it was in August. Then August, September, I did not go to the man. I went to the man house for the first time December. So early January, when I complained to her that the way this man is, I think I will not continue. Then they now use that old woman voice to call me on second week of February that she has fixed my marriage. There is nothing I can do. Which the marriage took place March 20th and 23rd.
So you met the man in August and you got married.
We got married March.
Okay. And you wanted to pull out. They then tell you that the old woman, the spiritual woman, they put the woman on the phone and you spoke to this spiritual woman.
Yes.
Have you ever seen picture of this spiritual woman?
None of the client has ever seen the picture of the woman. They only hear her voice. You only hear her voice. You will not see her face.
And you also said you were dating a man, that you and the man were planning to travel abroad before she convinced you to marry this man.
Yes.
Okay. And you later found that she went behind your back to tell your then boyfriend that you're a bad woman.
I am not the rightful woman for him, that he should forget about me.
And he then introduced you to the man that you're married to now.
Yes.
Okay. Then let's go to how she and the police planted gun in the church, which led to you and your husband being arrested. Is your husband a pastor?
My husband is a pastor, Ezekiel Etam, who started the ministry since 2008.
What led to this woman with the police planting gun? Why did they do it?
This very husband of mine, which I never knew, know the same old woman, which the old woman promised him also that he will work for him, for his church to be okay, because the man is not having much. He has been struggling to put up a standard church, but it's not working out because the church location is very poor. Is in one typical village. So I never knew this same husband of mine knew that same old woman that nobody have ever seen before. So I was the one who came into the picture to let this man, after we got married, I now came to this man and let him know, because I've worked in Maureen house for months. So I have come to know that whatever old woman is not existing, that she is the person. So I now told my husband, the person you are killing yourself, trying to give money when you are not even feeding well, is not existing. That old woman is not existing. That those things, they do say those voice on phone. So when this man now trying to confront or say something that, so all this while you were doing 419 business in terms of helping people to help them spiritually, don't worry, I will expose you. When he made that comment, that should be early towards ending April, which I stopped going there. That is the reason of her aim of planning with the police force to come and set us up.
So this woman who has been collecting money from you, your husband, and everyone, that she has an old woman who will help you to cure your spiritual problem. Your husband confronted her and said, look, I've given you all this money. I haven't seen any change. My church, nobody's still coming to my church. And she then went to plan with the police to plant gun. Tell us how you were arrested and what happened on the day you were arrested.
The day they arrested me, that was on Friday, 17. We went, there was a very heavy rain, which I told my husband we should not go to church. But I know he cannot stay without going to church. He said we must go under rain. We went. So we saw a strange face. We have never seen that kind of face before in our church, which I called my husband and said, who is this person? This is a new face. He said, even me, I don't know him, but anybody can come to church. So I was the one watching the boy very well. Every 20-25 minutes, that boy will go out and make call and come in. He will be going out and make call and come in. So until past 3 in the morning, he went out. I now followed him outside the church. It was still raining. So when I followed him outside the church, he was making call. I now go, when he was coming, I go inside the church. He came. When he came inside the church, it was not up to 2 seconds. When we saw different faces, strange faces, they were putting on black and black. They came inside the church. Everybody was surprised. We were even thinking that they are kidnappers. My husband wanted to run. One of them held him, and one other boy slapped my husband. The policemen came in. They handcuffed me. They handcuffed my husband. They brought us outside the church premises, and they were the ones say, oh, this is where you people normally hide guns. God have disgraced you people. people today. They pick a sack bag with an old guns and bullets that they have their own evidence. They took us to the car and drove us away.
So when they drove you away, what happened?
When they drove us away, my husband was afraid. I was the one that told him, don't be afraid. When you know that your hands are clean, don't be afraid. They took us to A division. They in Uyo that early after 4. We were sitting down on the floor when it is around that kind 8. So they now take our statement. After taking our statement, they say my husband have to look for a way for them to bail me so that I can go to run around for him. Which they collected 200,000 for my bail. When they collected 200,000 for my bail, they have to take my husband back to Calabar, Zone 6. So on Monday, the complainer did not come. They came on Tuesday. When they came on Tuesday, that was when the police discovered that thing was a setup. So they have to detain those complainers on that Tuesday. But Friday, when I make call, they say they have granted the bail.
So the police discovered that it was people within the police that connived with this woman to set you guys up?
That is what I don't know, because when I went there, the complainer came and his complaint, the position was that he is aware that my husband normally have gangs of boys in his church that normally bring guns, that normally return guns every 4 o'clock in the morning. Which one of the policemen asked him, you are staying here in Calabar. How do you now know what is happening in Uyo that you know that they have been coming with guns every 4 o'clock in the morning? The boy told the policeman that it is because my husband threatened him. I don't know, because I've never seen that face before. Someone who don't even know the name of my church. He don't even know the name of his pastor. He don't even know the name of the pastor wife. He don't even know the location of the church. And when the police came that morning to arrest me, the reason why I know that this Maureen party Faride is away. The husband black minibus was the one directing the police force to where the church location was. I saw the minibus, black tinted glass.
So your husband has now been bailed.
I bailed my husband on Wednesday. That was upper week with a sum of 200,000.
Okay. How do you now come to the conclusion that this was a setup by the police and that woman?
The reason why I came to a conclusion that it was a setup, when you arrest a suspect, you don't need to grant him bail until you find evidence. But they granted them bail. And why I know that it was a setup, when you're going for an arrest or a search, you need to present a search warrant. But the police force never presented a search warrant.
Where is this woman that scammed you now?
She stay at Uyo, Ngwangiba by Lucky Filling Station, Tipa Road. She built her new house there.
And she's still looking for the next victim.
I don't think the police are looking for her. I don't even think.
So after you were bailed, how did the IG, Inspector General of Police, became aware of this case?
How the Inspector General came to know about the case? I reported the case firstly to the CPAT Nigeria that they should help me for the problem I had. So they have to tell me what to do.
Okay.
That's how the case get to the Inspector General.
Okay. So CPAT Nigeria was the one that alerted the Inspector General of Police. Maureen, is it the CPAT Nigeria that informed the Inspector General of Police?
I go to them and lay my complaint that they should help me.
Okay. Is there anything you want to add to what you've already said?
So many people need to learn from some other person's mistakes. You have to learn from some other person's story and mistake. Because for me, I've never come across this kind of a thing before.
Okay.
So for what I am saying here, maybe someone else will learn from my own story.
Okay.
And be a mini scammer out there.
Okay.
And also, I want to thank the Nigerian CPAT for doing a very great job.
Then we're going to hear from your husband now, for him to give us his account of how he was arrested. The day you were arrested, tell us exactly what happened when you were arrested and how you were bailed and how you and your wife concluded that this is a setup between the police, corrupt police officers, and this woman. Go ahead and tell us.
Please, when my wife we in the church, is it on 1817? He have night vigil. So we are in the church. I see somebody, new face coming to the church. My wife asked me, say, this one is a new face. So I said, there's no problem. Somebody can come to the church. Yes, we started church. We there by 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. in the morning, 4 p.m. I see people enter church, big men. So I was about to escape. So my wife see me. I see my wife. I'm about to escape. I think it's a hire killers or gunmen. So I started to escape. One of them said, don't run. He hung me handcuff in my hand. Go and hang my wife. handcuff in my wife hand. So we take us to the front of the church. Say before that them slap me. Say, I see somebody slap me, kick me. I land in the ground. So the next he carry me and show gun in outside the church. He say you be armed robber. So I say I'm not. So then take me to car, drive me to A division in Uyoye. So after that, then took me to Zone 6 in Calabar. So they started to asking me, you be armed robber, you have gun. So I said that I don't have anything, I don't have gun. So just before they took me to A division here in Uyo, they say one of them said I should bail my wife. I give it them. They scattering things in my church. When we they enter the church, they scatter something in my church. Took money. The offering that day, I'm not seeing any offering there. So they then took the church and scatter my chairs in the church. So they took me to the A division, collect me more amount of money, about 200,000. Say my wife bailing bond. So I give them 200,000. So then took me to Calabar, Zone 6. So when you reach Calabar, put me for sale.
Say you see them, they show you the gun where they see for the church. Where they say now you get the gun.
Yes, for
Where
A division.
They see the gun for inside your church.
No, outside my church, outside my flower, there is the flower. They see it outside there. That place with my billboard there.
Okay, so they show you the gun. Say I see gun for outside your church. Now you get this gun.
Yes.
So when they can't carry you reach station, they can't say me you bail your wife so that she can't bail you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
at that time, you never know. Say this matter. Say the IG don't reach where IG they. Hello.
Come in.
How
again.
all the matter can't reach where Inspector General of Police they?
Yes.
Who tell the IG?
I don't know. They said that there's a case. The IG, you take me to the main man. I don't know whether the IG or they said that you take me to the main man.
So how many days you stay for police station before they bail you?
3 days.
And during that time, the police beat you?
Yes. He beat me for the church.
They beat you for church. Okay.
Yes.
If you have any story that you want to share with myself and the team, you can reach us on our WhatsApp number, which is the number that is showing on the back of the screen. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe to this channel. So we have somebody very, very important who is doing an amazing job giving voice to the voiceless in Nigerian society that would like you to hear from. Can you please introduce yourself and your organization? Where are you based?
Okay, my name is Chief Stephen Ime. I'm the Director General of CPAT Nigeria. CPAT is Center for International Integrity, Peace and Development in Nigeria, a member of the National Anti-Corruption Coalition with the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission, ICPC. And we have an office based in Abuja and also in Nasarawa State. And on this, we got an information reported of a gun planting and unlawful possession of firearms and police conduct, unprofessional conduct of the policemen from Zone 6 Command Headquarters, the Zonal Headquarters, Zone 6 Calabar, headed by one ASP, Ofem, who presently now has been told is the IPU in the said matter. I was called at about the early hours of 17th date of July 2026 from one other lady who works in the bank, Stanbic IBTC Bank, also a member of our organization, because our organization has members cut across the country and we have all state chairmen. So I got this information and asked me directly to step into it as the national president, not the state, because it was a very serious case. So when a case is out of the state, if it was in Akwa Ibom State, they will have called the commissioner of police, but this is a state that concerns the zonal police command. So I was involved and I was called and I was briefed on how police invaded a church without a search warrant, without a court warrant, entered the church, brutalized the owner of the church, and was baffled to hear that a gun was recovered outside the church, and not just outside the church, by the signboard. And this petition was sent to the Zone 6 for some days back. So I began to wonder how a gun will be outside for those days and nobody sees it. Even the passerby will not see it. We got the matter at fourth hand. We're told that some monies were extorted directly from the wife of the pastor. I don't know why the pastor was arrested. So I quickly sent a message. I made a call, WhatsApp call to the IGP, and also sent a WhatsApp chat to the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Tunde Jisu, and where he responded and told me he was going to get in touch, that he is going to get involved in the matter. And we also called the CRU where intervention took place. And the ASP, born ASP from the CRU, ASP Raymond, who now put a call to the IPO, because I forwarded the IPO's number as I received same. And they called the IPO and warned him about the case, and also told him that the AC there also had a case in Abuja in their office. I don't know what the case was, and that this case is not very funny, that the narrative of the case is not a good one at all, and that the police already have stated that they want to rebuild image of the police force, that the right thing should be done, where by then this was where the narrative changed because of that intervention. And when I called again, they said yes, they have arrested the suspect, that is the complainant who brought the complaint to the police. But I asked them why the police officer who came along with them to plant the gun was not arrested and detained alongside the three suspects, and the woman who had been confessed to be part of that planned setup that also owned a church has not been arrested, and the husband, because it was the same woman vehicle that they brought there to commit this very illegal act. And with me here is the petition written to the office of the Assistant Inspector General of Police.
It was your intervention that led to this couples being released. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
What is the current situation? Have they dismissed the case, or is there still ongoing investigation? It's a serious concern for gun to be planted in the premises of a law-abiding citizen. So is the police investigating the officers that are complicit? What is being done to restore trust and confidence in the police, given what has happened? Are they giving you any updates?
I think what they are trying to do there is just a cover up. They had already messed up, and I think I was called and also informed that the people who were detained that were complicit in this gun planting were released the same day, and I was shocked.
Do you have the names of the alleged people who planted the gun?
One of them is Mr. I think he called himself Pastor Ekarika. I don't know the other name, just as the IPO told me that the three of them were detained. I think the IPO has refused to give me the names of these people, and even after the FOI Act bill has been passed for freedom of information, and also requested to have the petition that was being forwarded to this very set of the victims to be arrested, and on the grounds why they were also arrested.
What is the name of the IPO?
The IPO's name is ASP Sunday Ofen. It's from Cross River State, from Yakko local government precisely.
Okay, and you mentioned the name of a police officer who performed outstanding services. Can you just show more light into what he did, and please be precise?
ASP Raymond is a nice police officer. We've been working with him with the CRU. I know him very well to be a very serious police, a man that is upright and filled with integrity. Because this is not the first time we've handled cases like this, and with other previous matters, he has never let us down. He has always been, in fact, throughout the time of this matter, while they were in detention, he was always on call and ensuring that these people are not wrongly detained.
Okay, it shows that there are still good police officers out there. We need to celebrate those ones that are doing excellent work. As I said before, police force belongs to the Nigerian state. It belongs to all of us. We want police to succeed. We want Nigerians to be able to trust and have confidence in the police, because without trust and confidence, police and all other state institutions will not succeed. Stephen, thank you so much. If people want to reach out to you and your team, we will put your contact details there so that people can reach out to you to show to support what you're doing. And thank you so much for coming to speak to us. Now, the Inspector General of Nigerian Police Force, Tunde Jisu, is now aware of this case. Now, we are calling on you as a public servant of the Nigerian people to make sure that this issue is fully investigated without rooting out. You said you were going to root out corrupt police officers from the force. You will be judged by your actions, not words. We want you to succeed, because if you succeed, we all succeed. If you fail, we fail together as Nigerians. So we will be monitoring this case, and we will have a report on this case. If you have any story that you want to share on this platform, you can reach us on our WhatsApp number, which is on the screen, and we will always share it if we think that lessons can be learned. You can support our work by liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. Thank you so much to all the guests who have joined us today. We will show more updates as soon as we have more updates.